Hello everyone, Nostril here with a quick addendum video, I suppose, to my most recent Flashpoint Friday episode about the game ShellCore Command. The person who initially requested the game, FoeFear, turns out to have been a developer who worked on the game, and so they left a comment clarifying a few things, and one of them was the state of the game when it was first released. And I initially played it on the Flashpoint launcher, but I'm going to try again using the Newgrounds website. And there's a reason for that, that being that FoeFear mentioned that the campaign mode should work on this. It looks like I'm getting more of that screen issue. I'm going to see if I can maybe figure out a way to fix that. Okay, I'm back. I couldn't find any satisfactory way to change the view settings within the game or the Ruffle launcher, so I just enlarged the browser view window and enabled full screen. So it's a bit of a crude workaround. Things might look a little blurry, but I think it's the best we can come up with for this. So FoeFear mentioned that if we just play with a guest account, if we don't enter anything in, it should be able to start with the campaign mode. So I recommend play the quick tutorial. Well, we kind of already did that last time, so let's just go ahead and start. Let's see. Maybe back to the main menu. Let's continue campaign. Yes. Okay, here we go. So I think this is what he meant. So let's go ahead. Oh. Okay. Maybe I do have to enter. Process automatically. Oh, here we go. So, campaign mode. So I guess you do have to play through the tutorial regardless, so. Fear not, newborn, for we have been one in the beginning, and we will be one in the end. Interesting. Who are you? So there's some dialogue options. That's interesting. You didn't say anything. And you can't use WASD as hold arrow keys. That's good to know. It's a little less awkward for me that way because my microphone is like right next to the arrow keys while I'm recording this, so double click an NPC to talk. Okay, interesting. What do we got for the map? Okay, we're still kind of in the top left corner. Okay, we've got some enemies already. I guess we'll drop this off if they're coming in from that way. Looks like we have... This is like an ally, I think, isn't it? Or a wingman. Follow me, I'll get you to a safe sector. Okay, sure. That works for me. Yeah, this guy's definitely more powerful than us, so we'll stick close to him. We are providing a little support. It's auto-firing a little, I don't know, pulse weapon or something. One dinky little laser or something. Okay, so we made it into a new area. You have anything to say now? Better stay out of the dead zones. We can't prevent larger shell cores from warping in there. Okay? How about you? You heard a voice at the spawning grounds? I don't think anyone else noticed something like that, but sometimes newborns are imagining things when they awake. Kind of an intriguing bit of lore with this, referring to us as newborn and such, so glad you can make it. I'll act as your mentor from now on. Speak to me again if you are ready. Thanks. Okay. Your core is vulnerable and your shell is still weak. First of all, you should get a shell part from the yard to the right and attach it to your core. Interesting. Okay. So this video probably will be on the longer side then, because this is a bit of a in-depth campaign. I'll change the shell configuration whenever you want. Once you got replacements for parts that get destroyed, okay. Alright, so we got that little add-on there. And that gives us that speed boost ability that I remember. And okay, so there's different sectors. Interesting. Well, I would like to keep playing this, but I actually don't think I will, and there's a reason for that, and I'll explain shortly. Alright, we're back, and so for those of you wondering, Nostril, why did you abandon that game so quickly when you finally got to start playing the campaign? Well, this is why. It turns out FoeFear not only worked on the original version of ShellCore Command, but there's actually a ShellCore Command Remastered version on itch.io that came out a few years ago, and they worked on that as well. And I'm willing to bet that this is probably the superior way to experience ShellCore Command nowadays. So I downloaded this off of itch.io, and I'm ready to try this out, I think. So let me just check the settings real quick first. And yeah, I don't have to mess with any view shenanigans this time around, since this is running in its own launcher. And let's just hit start game. Select world, main world. You can already tell that this is a marked improvement over the original. It's got a more comprehensive main menu music already, and the visuals look cleaner and crisper. And I guess I'll create a new save, and you don't have to worry about using a guest account or not for this. So I'm going to use my name and create a ShellCore and see what we've got. Ooh, and it's got a more varied soundtrack by the sound of things too. And this looks like it starts the same way. Fear not, newborn. So, who are you? What are you talking about? Nothing. Okay. And yeah, this seems a lot more polished already, because this gives us an interact prompt, so it's telling us to talk to this NPC right away. Good day, newborn. Our spawning grounds are fraught with danger. Follow me to reach an area that is secure for our kind. So they've rewritten parts of the script by the looks of things. Oh, look at this. We got a little dialogue. By the way, new advances in technology have enabled us to talk remotely using this channel. Follow me. Like this? Interesting. Okay. I've kind of fallen behind our friend here. I need to catch up. You're safe. Talk to Mission Control for your next task. What's a Mission Control? Oh, right. It's the big station to the left. Right. Okay. Yep. Welcome, newborn. Glad you can make it. I will act as your mentor from now on. Speak to me when you are ready. Okay. Your core is vulnerable and your shell is still weak. First of all, you should get a shell part from the yard to the right and attach it to your core. Okay. The orange task arrow on your mini-map indicates your current objective. If the objective's exact location is unknown, a question mark will be shown. Okay, yeah, so the map's right up here. We don't have to bring it down from a separate menu. Change your shell configuration. Yep. So, yep, and it's still the same single add-on for now. Oh, look, they got some different options too. There's a symmetry mode if you're concerned about that sort of thing. Looks like you can get you can sort it by all sorts of different criteria to make things easier to find. So let's hit reconstruct. So we've got this now. Yeah, and still the speed boost. And you can use the number keys for the hotkey. That speed boost there. You've heard a voice at the spawning grounds? Okay, yeah, they're saying the same thing. Imagine things when they are awake. Heard from where? You wouldn't know them. They're stationed in another haven. Okay. Let's see. What do you have to say? Still don't know what caused the infection. All we know is that it started after some of us entered the core sectors of this world. Ever since, we've been under attack and their numbers just keep rising and rising. Core sectors? Apparently, supposedly the very origin of our existence. I've heard rumors of other realms of sectors as well. What I do know is that this realm is known as the Standard Sectors. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Right, so I think those are all the shell components that we have for now. Some station. Now, they said the orange arrow was our kind of points where the objectives are, though, right? So that takes us back to the base. Good work. Your enhanced shell offers more protection as well as speed thrust, an ability that grants a temporary speed boost when used. Alright. Anything else to say? It's time to collect some combat experience. Head east and destroy 5 infected strike drones. Take one of the nearby defense turrets with you for protection. Well, I'm already one step ahead of you. I've already got a defense turret, but double-click certain objects like turrets to activate your tractor beam. Okay, yeah. So this is kind of giving you a tutorial from the start here, so kind of streamlines things that way. So yeah, we're following the yellow arrow here. That's showing us where the objective is. So we're heading into a contested sector. I remember that from the tiny little bit we experienced last time. Yep, and here they are. They're very weak though, at least so far. Really don't have much of anything to worry about. Especially with this turret in tow, although I am encountering more of them. So you could get swarmed if you aren't careful, even at this early stage. Alright, but we destroyed the required 5 enemies. It looks like they just keep spawning in, so let's head back. Let's expedite things a bit by activating our speed boost. Great job out there. Nice. Alright. Let's interact. Impressive. I see you have a lot of potential, but this is only the beginning. Further growth is essential for survival. Head to the sector to the left and salvage a part of an infected shell core. Then bring it to the yard and attach it to your shell as you did before. Alright, I'll get the new shell part. You can reset a sector and its inhabitants by moving outside its boundaries, then moving back in. Use this to your advantage. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I think maybe I'll complete this next objective and get this next core part, then maybe I'll call it there. Because this is, like I said, meant to just be kind of an addendum. Oh, and I died. Oops. Respawning. Okay. I should pay a little closer attention then. Let's just grab another turret. And I'll try, hopefully they'll have that part again. Right. Okay, so is this, do you have the part maybe? Nope. So that's gonna make things more complicated. Oh, actually, never mind. I just realized I still have it attached, so no worries. So yeah, resetting things as you leave a sector. I can see why they told us that. If things get hairy, you can hightail it back to your friendly sector. But let's take things a little slower this time. Try not to aggro quite so many. I'm about to die, so I'm going to move back. Might as well pick you up, I guess, since you're right here. I'm gonna maybe wait a bit for my shell health to regenerate all the way, because this is definitely a tougher sector. So the difficulty does ramp up, so you gotta be on your toes pretty early on. Took out my turret, dang it. But I took you out. Let's just see how far I get here on my own. I'm drawing someone in, so I'm going to... Nope. They're a little too much by yourself. Yeah, good thing things reset though, because otherwise you can find yourself in a pretty unwinnable state quickly. Can answer any basic questions you have about combat. I mean, I think I've got the basics of combat. Okay, yeah, I talked to you already. Let me try again. Come on. Those larger ships really pack a punch there. I wonder if I should just avoid them altogether. I'm gonna go back and grab another turret, because they managed to destroy my turrets before I managed to destroy them, so maybe I'll just avoid them. There's a big gap here that I can fly through. Okay, well, this is another one of the big boys here. did take him out. Gotta run. Yeah, the enemies do respawn, which makes it challenging. Whew. Close one. I wonder if I should, or wonder if I can grab multiple turrets. No. Maybe I'll try approaching from the galactic north here. Come on. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Come on. I'm gonna die again. Okay. Okay, well, I think I'll call it there, because who knows how long this might take me. So that's the ShellCore Command addendum video. Yeah, it turns out not only is the campaign mode for the original game playable after all on the Newgrounds website, but there's this whole new remastered version. That's pretty much the whole package. It's got revamped visuals and music, and it looks like it's even got a multiplayer mode by the looks of things, and it's free for download on itch.io, so I'll provide a download link if you want to try it, because it seems like this is the definitive way to experience the game in this day and age. So if you were intrigued by my Flashpoint Friday episode on this, and particularly if you like this sort of top-down RTS arcade kind of hybrid game, then try out the remastered version. Looks like it's a lot of fun once you grasp what to do, which I admittedly kind of fumbled a bit, but yeah, you can give it a try. This seems pretty good. Thanks again to FoeFear for the clarifications and for requesting this game in the first place, and that'll do it for now. Take care, everyone.